it's Melissa from Kiwi Banana here, and today is, I should really look at the date before I tell you these things. Today is, it's Wednesday, and must be about 15th or something rather, July. And I wanted to talk with you today about the attitude of gratitude, and this is something that I guess you could say has kind of been drummed into me for quite a lot of my life, probably from quite a young age. And yeah, I just sort of wanted to, I guess I'm going to go into a little bit of my childhood, and I hope you don't think anything less of me, some of the things I'm about to tell you. However, you know, this is the internet, and people love to criticize other people, so yeah, if you really want to, you're more than welcome to, because, you know, it's my fault putting this out on the internet. But I hope that doesn't encourage you to do so, if you hadn't, if I'd mentioned. Anyway, okay, I'm digressing off track. So I basically, I lived off a dole, or benefits, till I was about the age of 9, when my mum got a job, and I remember there was a person that I went to school with, and they always had the newest and flashiest of things, and I always would kind of, I guess you could say, like, you know, as a kid, you know, and you see these other people have got things, and you don't have those things, and you wouldn't mind having those things. You can kind of, I guess you may despise them a little bit. And I remember when I was about 10, I asked my father, I said, so how does such and such afford these things? And Dad was like, well, you know, her dad sells drugs. And it's like, oh yeah, that's fair enough. You know, I didn't really question anything like that. So yeah, basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I did not grow up in a household where, as a child, that my life was a box of fluffy tissues, shall I say. And you know, it wasn't just at home as well, like it also came from the surroundings of the community. And I'm not saying that everybody in the community was like this, but there were many other people that I seen, that I went to primary school with. You know, these are people that, you know, from the age of about 5 to 13. We all went to school together. We were quite a small community. The school wasn't very large either. And, you know, I had friends whose fathers would beat them nearly every day. I knew people that were sexually abused, and there were a lot of alcohol addiction and serious drug addictions. I remember, like, 7 o'clock in the mornings, there'd be like this little rush of people who'd get up and they would drive to town just so they could get their daily methadone from the methadone program. And for those of you who don't know what methadone is, or methadone program, to put it simply, it's just sort of it's like in place for people who, I guess you could say, have like morphine, you know, heroin addictions. And, you know, if you try to come off that stuff straight away, you would get really bad side effects, like side effects to the fact that you would probably die. So that's why they have these programs in place. So yeah, because my life wasn't this box of fluffy tissues from a young age, I think I've always had this well-established attitude of gratitude. And, you know, no matter how shit things might seem, that they, you know, it could be worse, you know, and nothing is ever perfect. But you got to remember that there's always someone out there that that's going to be doing things harder than what you are. And, you know, what I'm saying, you know, this sort of stuff is not like I'm not saying that I was brought up in like this, like the hardest family ever or anything like that. You know, there are people out there that have been brought up in way worse environments, and then people around there that have been, you know, brought up in almost perfect childhood environments. And it doesn't matter which side of that spectrum you come from, you should always have that attitude of gratitude and be grateful for what you have in life. And I just want you to remember, when things seem really bad, just think about what you have or what's around you right now, whether that, you know, that could be anything. That could be a feeling that you're having or some people that you know. And you just think about, like, wow, this is really good. This is what I've got at the moment, and just be grateful for it. And so, yeah, this is probably may have gone a little bit too long. However, I just wanted to make a video about this, and I will do a video in the future going into more about, you know, maybe other timelines in my life and other things that I've experienced. And so yeah, my situation now is great. I could not be any more happier. And if I ever feel like stuff is not going well, I just remember, like, back to times that weren't so great. I'm like, oh well, I'm not there anymore. Like, that's, you know, every day you're alive is a good day. I hope you've done something that makes you happy today. See ya.